Alrighty, hello and welcome back to Tavern Talk. So we're going to try and get through another chapter again today. Looks like we're starting with a rainy day, so let's get to it. Oh my goodness, hello. I love you. Good mythical morning. It's well past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time, I've actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex. It's a lot of big words. And did it work? No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that should have done it. But no access to the primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Theopractically it is. Practically. Practically in theory. Duh. Ah, that makes sense. You do? Of course I do. Interesting and suspicious. Are you mayhaps also a person of magic? Well, I do make magical drinks. Enchanted mixology, that is indeed a niche. Say, innkeeper, did something you make ever explode? Occasionally. Heck yeah, welcome to the club. I think I blow up something at least once or twice a week. I feel like this is a wizard stereotype happening right now. Am I wrong? I'm Hex, by the way. Of course you are. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you, too. Just innkeeper for now, but I want a name. Dang it again with my phone. There's something you guys should learn. Never become important. It's annoying. Whenever I want people to message me, they don't. And when I don't, they do. Alright, well then, innkeeper, how about a super wheezy breezy drink for me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something that'll make me focus more and perhaps help me to better understand the primordial vortex. Gotcha. Is that gonna be an intelligence drink? Yeah, sparking nebula, but just out of curiosity. Yeah, no. Stick to this one. Alright, I want opinions from people. I think it would be really fun to try and mix up drinks based off of these, but I'm curious what you would put for each one, and it does not have to be alcoholic. Like the yellow one here, which I need 2 shots of. 1, 2. That could be limoncello. Pineapple juice. Maybe not lemon juice, because there's some that takes a lot of that, and that would be a very bitter drink. This one, I have like a cherry liqueur, or I'm sure there's a red pomegranate juice, maybe. Blue, I'm not sure. Purple, I'm pretty sure there's a kombucha that I can get that's that colored. And then the green. Let me know what you think. It might be fun to try and try mixing some of these up with actual ingredients. Alright, but I did need 3 intelligence. 1, 2, 3. Sparkle baby! Look at him, he's so cute. Ding. This should boost your focus like nothing else. Amazing! I can already feel the ideas cooking up. I think I figured out a way to get that primordial seawater too. Never mind. The explanation would be too complex to grasp. Words! Lord have mercy. So, what complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? getting away from the other smartest person in Asteria. And who would that be? Does it matter? You tell me. My sister. Oh, a little sibling rivalry going on. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They are so reasonable, you know? No chaos. But there has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. Hey, structure can be nice. Structure can be helpful. Hi! I'm sorry. Is this Doug Dimmadome in the afterlife? Who are you? What? And it's like metal like down. Structure is the key to everything, young lad. Oh my goodness. Without structure, there is no chaos. And thus, there'd be no entropy. I have found entropy to be quite essential in this world. And you are... Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad. And to you, innkeeper, is it? Correct. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. I am not even going to attempt... like, in English, in my English, I mean like British English, Irish. I'm not attempting any of those accents. I will offend somebody. Sorry, not sorry. I suppose you may call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. I'm an archivist. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to still be conscious. So you're undead. Precisely. How? Well, I passed on, and then one day, I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. Hold up. He's got little fish on his tying on his head. At least, I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? 1755. Did you just wake up? He lost his mustache. Oh, yes. That's brutally long. So how did you come back to life? I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing had happened. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who'd risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent conscience. And alas, didn't care. Those who'd risen with you, there are more out there like you. Of course, undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Right? However, I decided not to bother with that and go my own way. Oh, he's on the second page. Aw, he said put Melly onto the second page. Rude. No idea how old he is. Chaotic neutral. Oh dear. I wasn't too fond of the last two neutral characters. Going south, I passed through Zotford and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one, more nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood. Though I got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip. Is that why your hats have fish on them? Care to fill me in on that Zotford gossip? Well, apparently a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more! Fishermen fear that Zotford has been cursed by a sea witch. They say the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and the moon all night. And during the day, they disappear like ghosts. Bit of a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Rumor unlocked. Innkeepers say, do you have a drink for this undead fella? Can you drink? A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. You say so, what would you like? Something that'll loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal. Coming right up. So, spoken heart. We got a 1 and a 2 and a 3. A wee bit of this. And a tidbit of that. Ding. A real charmer just for you. Jolly, I feel like I can conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh? Not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Archivist things, you know? I spent most of my life reading, sorting, archiving. That didn't leave a lot of time for dreams of hubris. Are you sure? Academic hubris is a powerful one. Come on now, that type hardly counts. Agreed, it's only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did? I feel like that's kind of a rude comment. Hold up. I'm getting a good look at his eyebrows. What's going on here? I have so many questions and no answers. Yes, if I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could. Alright, I gotta go. My sister asks if you've seen me. No, you didn't. Thanks, bye. Energetic young fellow. Indeed. If you don't mind, Innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment. Oh, they all have different colors. Why? Some of them are the same, though. Weird. Oh, he's 48. I would not have guessed that. Half elf? Of course. Fable! Best friend! Hey, Innkeep, how's it going? All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible. I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of the Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash baneful omens. Apologies, my manners. It's impolite to burst into a conversation just like that. I'm Scully. Fable? Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity. He's very polite. That's alright. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually, none taking. Usually skeletons don't speak. Theopractically, they don't. Theopractically, I am so using that in everyday life now. Oh my god. Practically in theory. Exceptions confirm the rule. And that one I don't like. That one always bugs me. You sound like a wizard. Please don't say that. Okay, let's pretend I didn't. Scully, how did you like her drinks? Surely an experience. I can feel it gurgling in my bones. Sometimes they do that. Could you also make me a drink, Innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds, or they'll give up immediately. Of course, coming right up. So she wants her usual dexterity drink. Did we get a new dexterity drink? No. Still that one. Alright, and we need 1, 2, 3 of this. A little bit of these. A little bit of these. Yeah, none of the other drinks he has a reaction to. That's so interesting. Why is that one special? That's okay, Undo. You're still very cute. Pet, 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 pet. All right, ding. I hope this tastes refined enough. This is perfect. You know, just what I need, innkeeper. Of course I do, after all, you're a regular. Of course I do, after all, you're my favorite regular. And that's not wrong. I am? Yes. And you're my favorite innkeeper. Thank you, Fable. Why, do you know a lot of innkeepers? What are their names? So, do you think your farm work will be done soon? Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out. I do, but I think the sooner everyone can get back to normal life, the better. Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. And I might know a thing or two about crops and fences. Sure. I could use some help carrying a few things over to Tregarin. My treehouse is just around the corner. But you just got here. Splendid. Sounds like a quite useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge. Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you. What do you have for me, Fable? Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them. Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use. Hold up. Honeyflower. Oh, we've unlocked a second page. Let's go. Okay. So it's good for dexterity and charisma. Ooh, that's real bad for attack. Used to be rare before adventurers introduced it to local forms. Now commonplace, everyone can be inspired by their sweetness. Inspiration grants you the ability to extraordinarily motivate other people or persuade them to tell the truth. Interesting. So you accept donations for ingredients? Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? It's always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful. In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I still recall my assistant's favorite recipe. Ooh. Do you store it under your hat? How cute. I love snow. Okay, so that's a defense one. With a little bit of charisma and dexterity. So the Frosted Glue... Oh, sorry. My voice did something there. Frosted Lagoon is attack and charisma. This one's charisma and dexterity. Interesting. Why are the 2 defense ones like cold themed? Of course. Where else would I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. Innkeeper, thanks for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then with Fable. But I'll be back, should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next. Let's hope not. I won't. I'm just joking around. I hope. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You are still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. Y'all, see you around. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose. Oh my goodness, he's so dapper! Look at you, Kyle. Why are you still covered in ooze? Okay, Phantom of the Opera. Calm down. That I was able to witness such a rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate! Ye would even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust being my least favorite of them. Oh, and she's still wearing the earrings he got her. Ruins lots of hard work. Does it now? Yup. Makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear innkeeper, how has your day been? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Ah, like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in? Distinguished. Yeah. Gentleman? Don't know. A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. He was quite polite, I recall, greeted me with a tip of his hat. Ye find everyone polite, even ye slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. You should at least get it out of your hair, honey. What a peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It looks just like the clock in Evelyn's living room. It reminds me of all the times I impatiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is her clock by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. Not yet. No. Tragic. I've always loved writing letters. Ugh. Innkeep, you got a drink for me? It's something that'll make me tougher, so I can get through today's babbling. Of course. I'll give her her usual. 3 oot drops of blue defense. A wee bit of attack so you can knock Kyle across the head. And a little bit of charisma to help you say sorry afterwards. Ding! Now that's what I'm talking about, a gift of the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that. I feel sturdy already. I've had me doubts about you, Yankee, but I must say, you know your job. So how's the day been for you two? The usual. Splendid! It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Rhea and I took a day trip to the capital since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid, almost made me feel alive. We have a golden retriever and a cat. Best relationship ever. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Baruvia now? Huh? Why would we want to go there? That was the deal. I help you get your cape so you can attend the fancy Baruvian vampire banquet, and I get me gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? No. What about me material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer though? Ugh, fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, innkeeper, what have you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Cute, it's a martini. High intelligence, a good amount of dex, and some charisma. So this one's going to be an infused recipe. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in sunlight as well. Do you know how she's doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I shouldn't. The air smells like reconciliation. Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't. It is! Kyle, you've stolen her, your cape. You think she'll greet you with open arms? You know what I'd do to me if me ex-husband stole me hammer. What? Take it and smash all he holds dear. No one takes what's mine. But the cape is mine. Is she of the same opinion, you think? Oh, maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. All she'd have to do is ask, oh, my undead Evelyn. There has never been a wish of hers I turned down. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't kill her. Or I didn't give the one dude the drink that would have encouraged him to kill her. And I wouldn't to this day. I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind. Well, yeah, I know. Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching. If that's all, maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. And I shall miss her evermore, looking toward the mountain's peak, knowing she's merely a grasp away. Maybe a drink could help for now? Oh, would you do that? A drink for me? Oh, of course. Something strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon. What? Defense, dexterity, charisma, defense. What? Weird. Alright, 1, 2, 3. A little bit of this. Wee little bit of these. Ding. I can't mend your broken heart. Perhaps this helps. It does. Thank you, dear innkeeper. So both of you got your usuals today. Why don't you tell the innkeeper more about your day, Right. I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I? Your trip to the capital. Busy streets, bustling with people. Roots. 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 We admired the roots that enclosed the city almost like a rampart. I finally had the chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. For once, gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I've told you, rumor has it, these are the roots of the Aether Tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. Ooh, rumor. Ah, yes, a very good defense plan indeed. What is wood going to do to protect the city? A city is protected with stone. Oh, I was never very involved in fortification efforts. I figured. Oh! We've also met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined. A detective spirit. Believe the last made her way to Dalwell. She seems to be onto something. I can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Rhea, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer? Oi, why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Very well then, but you won't munch on the shopkeep, will ya? Of course not. I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's creation. Excuse me. All right then, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Puppy! Puppies! You're also, like, adorable. Don't get me wrong. I saw you first, but look at that little face. Look at your little face. You ain't hiding. Pet. You're so cool looking. Well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Minthy in the flesh. Oh, we know her. Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while. Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right? It'll be 25 years soon, actually. Ah, you know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. I'm well aware. Good that you have me to drop in from time to time to remind you, I couldn't be more grateful. Look at all her tattoos. These are so cool. I love the botanical. And this almost like cheetah leopard print thing happening. Especially when you bring Casket and Kane along. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I'm an animal person. I have this problem in Tales of the Shire too, where I have to say hi to all of the aminals. Do cute service beats still get a discount here? Always. So what's brought you back to the area? It's not your usual haunt. No, I generally prefer something more moist. Ha! Not the word I would have used, but something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my tastes. And here I thought I would get to at least enjoy the recent downpour, but no. That stuff that came pouring down was unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. Oh, interesting. Though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. Wheelchair. Moist. You're some sort of water being. But what kind is the question? But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much enjoyment from the passing landscape. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast. You've told me of your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse. Oh, well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their job. I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestones would do wonders for many people like me. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity and urban infrastructure. I like the subtle, not so subtle messaging going on here. No, really? Shocking, right. I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I've heard a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks near the pearls appear in the lonesome lagoon this time of year. Ah, those again. Good hunting, then. Thank you. Though, while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with only a singular purpose. I need to ask you for something, innkeeper. A good drink? No. My manuscript, darling. Oh, she's a writer, too. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes? Ah, of course! I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see? Since it's been so long, I definitely got done with that. Lovely! I'm glad I have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work. Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it? If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after the journey. Do my best. Yeah. Sparkling nebula. 3 little bits of purple and 2 bits of yellow. Those colors are polar opposites. Since there's more purple than yellow, this would make brown. Ding! Oh my god, look at the little faces I got! I'm not very hard about making the perfect drink for you. Ah, I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think it might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down real quick. Take your time. So, while I enjoy mixology, no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. You know, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century while my library came to be? Certainly. Should be just below this pile. No, wait, I must have put it over there, actually. Alright. Giving this one-gallon bottle with your organizational habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in around 7 days, and then I can tell you about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Good. It's nice seeing your weary face again, innkeeper. Likewise, Minthy. Is it Minth or Minthy? Have a safe and pearlful journey. Ha! I'll try. Do I not get any information on her? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Freaking rude. 7 days should be enough to read a manuscript, right? Ooh, a new quest? Alright. Oh, I wonder. Let's see. Oh, is that it? I just saw. Who did this? Who? How dare? Alright, that seems to have been correct. Oh, and that's the end of the day. Bum, bum. Alright, and that's where we're going to leave this episode. I hope you enjoyed. I really like a lot of the new characters that are coming in. They are so cute. They are so fun. And Skelly Man, oh my god, that was the funniest animation. I loved it so much. But anywho's, I will see you back next time. And until then, make some good life choices out there. Bye.